I find that the 5 golden rules for managers, so that's a tool that was developed by Environment and Climate Change Canada, really presents a good framework to help you foster a psychologically safer and healthier work environment, with the goal, obviously, to better support the mental health and well-being of your team. So those 5 rules, the first rule is establish connection and trust early. A small investment of your time upfront to get to know your colleagues, their values, their expectations, will pay dividends down the road. Donc, c'est vraiment aussi important d'apprendre à connaître vos collègues sur le plan humain d'abord et avant tout. The second rule, model healthy and respectful behaviors. When you lead by example, you are really setting the tone for the rest of your team. So it's important to, practice self-care, to really set the boundaries, to lead by example. Et ce que j'entends par ça, c'est d'une part, c'est de prendre soin de vous. On l'a entendu de Beverly, c'est très important de d'abord prendre soin de sa propre santé mentale afin de pouvoir être là pour les autres et les appuyer si eux sont aux prises avec une problématique de santé mentale. Donc, c'est important de vraiment être un modèle, un leader là, en termes de prendre vos pauses, prendre vos vacances, respecter les heures de travail, que ce soit vos heures de travail ou celles des membres de votre équipe. The third golden rule for managers is to listen, observe, and check in regularly. And this is especially critical in our current remote work environment. So it's important that you ask, your colleagues directly. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling today? How can I best support you? On a entendu parler de l'importance de l'écoute active. Donc, c'est important de pratiquer l'écoute active et ce, sans jugement. Dans le fond, l'objectif, c'est de rassurer ses employés que vous êtes là pour les appuyer quand ça va moins bien. Donc, engagez-vous à travailler avec eux pour trouver les solutions appropriées. Rule number 4, provide safe spaces for discussions. Now, perhaps, in our current situation, it's not so much about ensuring a physical space, but it's that psychological space. So provide options to your employees in terms of how, when, where to hold a discussion. Soyez attentif à votre ton, mais aussi aux préjugés inconscients, surtout par rapport à la santé mentale. Donc, il faut être ouvert et réceptif aux commentaires et aux préoccupations de vos collègues. And finally, rule number 5, refrain from diagnosing and always refer employees to professionals. So our job really as managers isn't to diagnose employees, but to provide workplace supports as appropriate. Donc, c'est important de les référer aux professionnels de santé, que ce soit leur médecin, ça peut être au programme d'aide aux employés, par exemple, à autres ressources qui sont disponibles au sein de la fonction publique ou même dans leur propre communauté. So by adhering to these 5 golden rules and integrating them into your daily management practices, you are establishing yourself as a psychologically safe leader. You are building that trust relationship needed for when those challenges and potential conflicts arise. And we can't underestimate the importance of practicing psychologically safe leadership because surveys conducted by a number of different Canadian mental health organizations have consistently shown that only about 1/3 of workers would feel comfortable raising a mental health concern with their manager. So that's the importance of establishing those trust relationships so that when concerns do arise, that there is a certain comfort level in sharing those with you.